Have you ever wondered whether the person you love might actually be the one holding you back, draining your energy, or quietly breaking pieces of you that you don't even notice disappearing? What if the love you think you have isn't love at all? Today, we're diving into the 10 warning signs of a toxic relationship, signs that might look innocent, even romantic at first glance, but underneath hide something destructive. And most importantly, at the very end, I'll reveal the one core truth you must understand to break free for good, something most people never realize until it's too late. Let's begin. Sign number 1, your needs are always secondary. In a toxic relationship, your emotional world becomes invisible. You start saying phrases like, "It's fine, I'll adjust. I don't want to upset them. My feelings aren't that important." This isn't compromise, it's erasure. Healthy love requires 2 sets of needs equally acknowledged. When yours consistently disappear, ask yourself, why is mine the one that must shrink? Sign number 2, you feel responsible for their emotion. Do you feel like their bad mood is your fault? Toxic partners often blame, guilt trip, or punish you emotionally for things you cannot control. You become a full-time emotional caretaker, constantly trying not to trigger them. It's exhausting because you are quietly taught, if they explode, it's because of you. But here's the truth. No one else is responsible for another adult's emotional regulation. Sign number 3, you walk on eggshells. Before you speak, you analyze. How will they react? Will this start a fight? Should I hide this to avoid drama? This hypervigilance is a form of psychological conditioning. Healthy relationships bring safety. Toxic ones bring fear, disguised as just being careful. Sign number 4, they minimize or mock your feelings. When you express hurt, do you hear things like, "You're overreacting. You're too sensitive. That didn't happen." This is gaslighting, the slow erosion of your reality, until you doubt your own perceptions. A partner should help you reflect, not rewrite your experiences. Sign number 5, you are constantly drained. Think about your body. Do you sigh more than you smile around them? Your nervous system actually knows before your mind admits it. If love leaves you depleted rather than nourished, something is deeply misaligned. A toxic relationship doesn't just break your heart, it burns out your nervous system. Sign number 6, control is disguised as care. They might say, "I just don't like your friends. I worry about you dressing like that. Why didn't you answer instantly?" It sounds protective, but it is possession disguised as concern. Healthy care empowers choice. Toxic care restricts it. Sign number 7, there is no accountability. Watch what happens when they hurt you. Do they apologize? Do they change? Do they take responsibility? In toxic dynamics, the narrative flips. You become the villain. They remain the injured victim. You end up apologizing just to keep peace, even when you're the one hurt. Sign number 8, your identity quietly disappears. You give up hobbies, friendships, opinions, boundaries, because maintaining yourself costs too much conflict. You start thinking, maybe I'm too much. Maybe I should just be what they want. This is not love. This is self-abandonment. Sign number 9, love feels like chaos and uncertainty. There is no stable ground. Some days you're adored, others you feel invisible or punished. Your nervous system bonds not to affection but to unpredictability, and that turbulence becomes addictive. Your brain confuses intensity with intimacy. Sign number 10, you are afraid to imagine life without them. If you think, "I'd rather be unhappy than alone," this is trauma bonding. You feel unable to leave, not because the relationship is good, but because your self-worth has been rewritten by fear, dependency, and emotional conditioning. Why these signs matter. Now maybe you're listening and realizing, this is me. That moment is painful, but also powerful. Because toxic relationships rarely feel toxic at first. They feel passionate, intense, meaningful. They feel like someone finally sees you, until that vision morphs into control, demand, and survival. But understanding these signs is only half of the story. Let's move into how to break free. And keep watching, because the most important piece of freedom comes at the very end. How to break free. Step 1. Acknowledge what is happening. Freedom starts with awareness, not excuses like, "They had a bad childhood. I just need to try harder. Maybe I'm the problem." Instead, ask, "Is this relationship hurting me?" Not, "Are they all bad?" but, "Is this dynamic destroying me?" That is the truth you cannot escape. Step 2. Rebuild internal boundaries. Boundaries are not about controlling someone else. They are about protecting your own emotional landscape. Begin small. I need time to think before responding. I won't accept yelling. I'm allowed to have different preferences. Even if they push back, remember, boundaries reveal toxicity, they don't create it. Step 3. Reconnect with outside support. Toxic relationships isolate you intentionally or unintentionally. So reconnect, tell a friend, speak to a counselor, or listen to your body. Isolation is where toxicity wins. Witnessing is where healing begins. Step 4. Accept that leaving will hurt. Many people believe freedom feels like relief. Often, it feels like grief. You're not just letting go of a person, you're letting go of fantasy, hope, identity, routine, emotional addiction. Pain doesn't mean staying was right. It simply means you were deeply invested. Step 5. Don't wait for closure. In toxic relationships, closure rarely comes. You won't get the apology you deserve, the acknowledgement of your pain, or the transformation they promised. The closure you seek is not given. It is chosen. Step 6. Rebuild your self-concept. When you leave, you may feel empty because you abandoned yourself long before you abandoned them. So reconnect. What do you love? What makes you calm? What values do you live by? Freedom isn't leaving them. It's returning to you. Step 7. Learn to tolerate stillness. You may mistake peace for boredom and trauma for chemistry. Sit with the discomfort. Ask, why does calm feel scary? Your nervous system is recalibrating. Step 8. Practice self-compassion. You might think, I should have known. How could I let this happen? But love makes us blind, not foolish. Toxic relationships do not happen because you are weak. They happen because you are wired to bond. Step 9. Create a vision beyond them. What would life look like if you didn't apologize for existing? You could breathe without fear? You could love without losing yourself? Clarity fuels courage. Step 10. Here is the final key. This is the part most people skip. They try to heal by cutting contact, distracting themselves, or forcing self-love. But until you understand this final truth, you will repeat the pattern with someone new who looks different but feels the same. So here it is. The most important insight. You do not escape a toxic relationship by breaking up. You escape it by breaking the belief that made you stay. Because toxicity isn't just about the person you were with. It is about the part of you that accepted pain as proof of love. The real work is this: healing the version of you that believed you deserved crumbs. Once you understand this, you will look at toxic love and feel not longing, but clarity. You will choose differently because you finally see differently. So ask yourself, what belief kept you there? I'm not enough? I don't deserve better? Love is pain? I won't survive alone? That belief is the cage, and your healing is the key. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear these words, and subscribe for more psychological insights and emotional empowerment. Because healing isn't just learning to leave, it's learning to never abandon yourself again. Thank you for watching, and remember, you deserve a love that doesn't require losing yourself to keep it.